Welcome to American Medicine Today. I'm Kimberly Bonati, and I'm being joined by Joseph Bouldersdorf from Woodbridge, Virginia. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Joseph, we had you on our radio program back in 2014, so we wanted to follow up with you close to 10 years later. But let's refresh for those that never heard your story. Why don't you tell us how you came to be in pain initially?
Yeah, I have a degenerative disease, cervical spine disease. I didn't realize it for many years. I just thought it was from jogging too much and poor posture in front of computers and typewriters back then. But as the condition worsened, it not only affected my neck, but it started to affect my arms and my hands. And I was losing strength in my hands and was in constant pain 24 hours a day.
I know what it's like to have problems that radiate down the arm and into the hands. You said it was causing some weakness. Did you ever drop anything, or you couldn't get a tight grasp on maybe what you needed to pick up or hold?
I did. When I couldn't pick things up, and it got to the point where I couldn't pick up a coffee mug without using both my hands because I didn't have the strength in my hands. And then the pain, of course, would shoot up my arms and across my shoulders and into my neck.
Did you get any reprieve while you slept, or did you have that kind of pain even then too?
I had the pain all the time, so it affected my sleep at night. And in fact, I developed chronic fatigue. I just couldn't get any rest.
Did you try conservative type treatments to remedy that problem before just seeking out surgery?
I did, yeah. In fact, I never thought surgery was going to be on the plate, so to speak. I went to chiropractors for years. It gave some temporary relief, usually the same day. And I went to physical therapists who did all kinds of stuff with me.
Yes.
There was physical therapists in the military when I was in the military, and they were trying some new machines, which I would equate to some torture devices from maybe the Middle Ages or something that just were excruciatingly painful, and nothing worked.
And so at that point, there you are in Virginia. How did you make your way from there to just north of the Tampa Bay area to hear about Bonati?
I actually did not hear about Bonati. My wife did because when I told her I just couldn't take the pain anymore, and it was affecting my ability to even write and pick up things, I started going to spine specialists here in Virginia. Their words were, there is only one solution, and that is fusion, and you need 8 of them. That's what they told me based on the MRIs and everything. So I remember telling one of the doctors, I'll be a transformer if you do that to me. I won't be able to turn my head or anything.
Unbelievable. So evidently you made the right choice, and your wife got online and she was searching for places. You heard about that, said no. Take it from there.
She said, look, check this place out called Bonati, and they're not going to tell you fusion based on what I've read on their website. I went on Bonati's website. I saw the surgical procedure. I couldn't believe it. The person was awake when she was having the procedure and so forth. It said, hey, contact us. And so I did. I spoke with one of the staff members, and they said, send your MRI, most recent MRI down, and we'll have a surgeon contact you. I think it was probably the same day at the most the next day after my MRI was received, I got a call, and we walked through the process. He told me what it would do, what the advantages were over fusion.
Were you antsy at all, even though you had heard from the surgeon that we could help? Were you still a little bit on edge?
No, I think at that point, it's like, I've got to do something.
We utilize something called conscious IV sedation. So you are sedated, but you are interacting during your surgery. They'll press on a nerve when they believe they're in the spot. They'll try to have you recreate that pain. And they do allow you to watch and or bring somebody into the OR with you. Now, what was that experience like for you?
It was absolutely awesome. I liked being able to be conscious and see the procedure, what was going on, and it was real time. What happens when when I tap this here, where do you feel that? Do you feel that in your fingers, in your thumb, in any part of your arm? And so we were having the conversation. I didn't have any pain at all. I mean, absolutely no pain at all. It was minimally intrusive. And I was up and walking about and taking 20-minute walks the first couple of days right after the surgery.
Now that you've been post-surgery for a while, how are you doing now?
I'm doing very well.
Not having to wear any braces, anything like that?
Nope, don't wear any braces. I have a trainer when I retired last year. I got a trainer at the gym, and there's nothing that I can't do in the gym in terms of whatever exercises he throws at me.
We're so thankful to hear that you are living your best life and that the excruciating pain is gone. Thank you so much. And thank goodness for your wife that she was able to research and find the Bonati Spine Institute so you weren't, kind of hardballed into an 8-level fusion surgery, which would have just been disastrous.
It would have been.
Thank you so much for being on the program. Thank you so much, Joseph Boldersdorf. If you want to find out if you're a candidate for the Bonati Spine Procedures, visit askbonati.com. And if you want to see other testimonials just like his, visit the Bonati Spine Institute page on YouTube.